I'd like to welcome friends, family members, quilters, and most importantly, our recipients of today's quilts. I'm Dee Dee Salvatierra, and joining me today are Bonnie Cunningham, Patty Stevens, and Linda Lou Harris. And we're members of the Blue Ridge Quilts of Valor chapter. Our group is sponsored by the Western North Carolina Quilters Guild. We are honored to be part of this special presentation today. The quilts that are awarded have been lovingly made to honor, comfort, and heal these U.S. Armed Services veterans touched by war. To give you a brief history of the Quilts of Valor Foundation and our mission, the Quilts of Valor Foundation is a national organization that was founded in 2003 by Catherine Roberts, a Blue Star mother from Seaford, Delaware. In 2003, while her son was deployed in Iraq, Catherine had the idea of presenting returning veterans touched by war with handmade quilts. She wanted to make sure that the returning vets were welcomed home with tangible reminders of appreciation and gratitude. We appreciate the core values of our organization: treating people with respect, promoting excellence, valuing service over self, and being accountable. To date, the total number of Quilts of Valor awarded has exceeded 252,000, presented here in the U.S. as well as in Germany, Iraq, and Afghanistan. In the U.S. alone, there are over 600 groups like ours, as well as many individual members, making quilts to honor and comfort veterans. A Quilt of Valor is the highest civilian honor we can bestow on these veterans. We thank you for your service, your sacrifice, and your valor. You are not forgotten. Our first recipient today is General Joe Taluto. Joe served full-time on active duty and full-time with the Army National Guard in excess of 44 years. He led the military response in New York City after the attacks on 9/11/2001. Among his command and staff assignments, General Taluto commanded the 42nd Infantry Division from 2002 to 2006, which included a combat tour in Iraq 2005 to 6. He concluded his military career serving as Adjutant General for the state of New York 2006 to 2010. His years of service began in October 1965 and concluded in February 2010. And presenting his quilt today is Patty Stevens. Would you get the quilt out, please? And Joe's quilt was made by Patty and a group from Conisty Falls, the Conisty Falls Quilters, who are part of our group. Okay. So here's the quilt. And then if you will pivot around so that the audience can see it. Very nice. So, and we'll ask Susan to come forward and help wrap Joe in the quilt. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Our next recipient is Jimmy Harris. Jimmy served in the U.S. Air Force from August 1980 to May 1984. He was assigned to the Hospital Squadron serving in Upper Hayford, England with the Royal Air Force, and also served at Robins Air Force Base in Georgia. He received the Air Force Achievement Medal. As mayor of Brevard, he lends his energetic and ongoing support to Transylvania organizations who support veterans. His positive and heartfelt leadership is evident at public ceremonies, including Memorial Day, Independence Day, Veterans Day, and Quilts of Valor presentations. His mission is to inspire local citizens to honor our veterans. Mission accomplished.
Yes.
And so we have another Harris. Linda Lou Harris is going to present his quilt.
How nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very nice. Thank you. It's a
Okay.
treasure.
Great. And Jimmy has his dad here who will wrap him in the quilt. So we're going to hand you the quilt, sir, and you'll put it around him. There we go. Very nice. Hooray. Wonderful.
For each of you, this quilt brings a three-part message from our hearts. First, we honor you for your service. We honor you for leaving all that you hold dear to stand in harm's way in a time of crisis, protecting us from the effects of war and terrorism. Our quilters know that freedom is not free. The cost of our freedom is the dedication of lives of men and women like you, and this quilt is meant to say thank you for your sacrifice. And third, this quilt is meant to offer comfort. Let the truck go by. Okay. To offer comfort to you, and you are forever in our thoughts and our hearts. In conclusion, each quilt of valor is formed by loving hands that join bits of fabric together and one piece at a time. Quilters often work together in sewing groups to create these quilts. As we stitch, we talk about our families, friends, and how grateful we are for those who will be receiving what we like to call our quilty hugs when we wrap them in a quilt of valor. We believe that we sow love, caring, and gratitude flow from our hearts through our hands and into the quilts that we make. All of us, excuse me, as quilters want you to know that through our quilts you are forever in our hearts. And thank you again for your service.
And before you all leave, I need to make one announcement. Emmett has a special thing. Yeah, we will.
Okay, before I make this presentation, a lot of people don't know that Major General Taluto was the first general to take a National Guard unit in harm's way in Iraq since the Korean War. So I salute you for that. And everybody knows, if you read the paper yesterday, you saw a big page with our mayor's fotch in it. And he has a face only a mother can love on payday. But anyway, we'd like to honor you too, Jim. You've been a great supporter of our museum, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
The presentation that I'm about to make, on behalf of the Tony Lee Cassiano Memorial Fund, in conjunction with the Veterans History Museum of the Carolinas, I would like to present this check in the amount of $200 to the Quilts of Valor. These people, the quilters and Dee Dee and the quilters throughout the world, they have such patriotism and such dedication to our soldiers, sailors, and airmen, men and women in uniform. We are so proud to be part of their organization, and we're proud to present this check to you, Dee Dee.
Thank you very much.
gentlemen, as representatives of the children of the American Revolution, the French Broad River Society, we wish to thank you for your service and really appreciate all the time that you have put into our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come here.
Signs out.
There you go.
There we go.
Turn back and step back a bit. There you go. Okay. Mask. Thank you very
Nice.
much. Thank you, gentlemen.